Hey everyone, welcome to Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with Oberon and Banshee, and it is my Material Matters segment, your weekly keys to success in business, education, and finance via, tarot cards. So welcome everybody to the show. I hope you've all been staying safe, and I hope everything is going well through these still difficult times. Please hang in there. We'll get through this. Hang in there. So, as I always do, we'll start off with a card for the collective before we get into the weekly readings for the elemental signs of the Zodiac. And also, just a heads up, on the 19th, the sun is entering Aquarius, and we'll be doing a monthly modality reading, so stay tuned for that. We'll get to that on the 19th to you. All right, I'm going to be reading the prosperity reading from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reed. And did I cut them? I think I did. So I'm going to pull. Well, we got Not For You. That's a sad card, I think, for us this week materially. Not For You. Oh, could have started off with a better card, but let's see what it says. Let's not abandon hope yet. Okay, everybody, you can strategize and project and systemize and invest all your time and energy, but sometimes your best laid plans seem to go awry in spite of it all. Keep in mind that no effort is wasted. Fail fast and learn from defeat. Then keep going. You will eventually succeed, although perhaps not at this game, not at this time. Know when to fold your cards. Wow, that's kind of a downer. But I think what it basically says is, everybody, if at first you don't succeed, try again. And in the process of that, you may have to change up your game a little bit. Okay, well, let's hope the tarot gets us on a better track. This reading is for the week of January 17th through 23rd. And as I said, the sun will be entering Aquarius on the 19th, and the moon is moving from Pisces to Gemini through the week. All right. So as we always do, we're going to start off with the air signs. And I already can't shuffle air signs. That's Aries, that's Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. This reading is for you. I'm using the Stephen Bright Tarot, a Spirit Within Tarot. All right, one more because I kind of flubbed up that first one. All right, we are ready to go. Okay, I'm just moving my other deck out of the way. Let's see what we have for air signs. Your focus card for the week ahead. Well, it's the Hermit reversed. So I think what that means is you're going to be getting out and about in the world. You're going to be dealing with a lot of people, and maybe even how should I say this? Sharing your wisdom and knowledge with others who may need it. So if you are a mentor or you are a boss, you might be doing some training this week. This is a time of sharing what you know, not learning yourself. You know, like with the Hermit reversed, he's gaining, or upright, he's gaining wisdom. When the Hermit's reversed, he's kind of sharing that wisdom with others. So how best can you prepare for this focus? Well, this is interesting. We've got the Empress upright. I think one of the ways that you can prepare for this focus is to be creative. Don't just go through the motions. Add a little flair to things. Add a little ingenuity. Get people excited about learning. Maybe some of you are going to be leading Zoom workshops or things this week. And, you might be training people in that way. So make it exciting. Put some pizzazz in it. Use your creative talents and abilities and really shine. Okay, can you count on others this week to help or hurt you? Watch out. We've got the Seven of Swords, and the Seven of Swords is upright. So people might have their own motivations, their own agendas that may not gel with yours, or they're looking out for themselves and really not you. So my advice would be eyes wide open with dealing with others this week. If this is something where they're trying to steer you into a particular investment or decision, make sure you have all the facts. Make sure you are looking at all sides of this, because things may not be as they seem, or as they are being presented by others to you. So ultimately, will there be forward or backward movement or no movement at all for air signs? Well, air signs, it's the Three of Wands reversed. It's kind of meaning that I think that by week's end, there's a little bit of uncertainty. This seems to me like it's a week where there's going to be a little bit of uncertainty, where things just seem like they're delayed, or you're worried that the potential exists that your plans or outcomes may not come through as you desired. So let's take a look at this again. It looks like the focus for this week is about sharing with others and possibly teaching or mentoring others, sharing your wisdom or knowledge with others in some way. Perhaps you're even a financial advisor and you might be offering help to other people. And this Empress card is in the second position, so the best way to prepare for that is to use creativity. Add a little pizzazz to your presentations or your lectures if you're Zoom meeting with people, things like that, especially if you're an educator. So, but be aware that people are not going to be all that helpful. And as a matter of fact, they might be a little shady this week, which may bring you to the end of the week where, plans and projects may not come through the way you wanted them to. Just be very careful, because I think your dealings with other people here are the key, and could make or break, the situation. So eyes wide open. Good luck with you, air signs. All right, we're going to move on to the fire signs. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. This reading is for you for the week ahead. Grab a drink through the fire signs this time. Here we go. Your focus for the week ahead, fire signs, is justice. Justice is upright, and so you are going to be focused on decision making, finding some balance and stability in your affairs, in your financial affairs, objectively weighing all the facts that are laid before you. So the focus is depending on just exactly what you're doing. If you are trying to do some budgeting right now, if you're doing your taxes, you're trying to kind of balance everything out, so this is a time that you're going to be doing things of that nature. This might also be a time where, people who are in positions of authority, they may be reviewing others. A lot of people have evaluations at this time of year and things of that nature. So be aware that justice in the scales and finding balance in your financial material matters is going to be key this week. Okay, so how best can you prepare for this? Well, with the Two of Wands reversed, I think the best way to prepare for this is to maybe look at your past failures, you know. Failures are not something we should dwell on and just kick ourselves over and over. Failures are there for us to learn from. And so I think there might be some keys to you about your management issues in some past failures that you had, things that didn't succeed, things that didn't turn out as planned, maybe material things that you let get out of control. You know, there were lessons there that could be helpful for you now. I think people this week are going to be kind of in a not too good frame of mind. The Three of Cups is reversed here. And so it looks as though people are stressed. People have no reason to celebrate, they feel. Maybe financially they're stretched. Maybe, again, you know, that people at work are just overwhelmed, you know, with things to do, and stresses with the COVID virus and all of that on the job. So I don't think you could count on others this week to be very helpful, and maybe you have to be a little bit supportive to them, fire signs. But ultimately, by week's end, we have the Ten of Pentacles here. One big happy family in a way, or should I say materially successful family. It seems like by week's end, maybe everybody's going to be able to kumbaya, rally back together, and make some progress, you know, on the work front, in financial areas. If you're playing the market, maybe, you know, by week's end, some things will start to stabilize that have been kind of out of whack lately, and it looks good. So let's look at this again. So fire signs, justice is upright, and I think that you're going to be working on issues of balance, balancing the books, balancing financial issues, balancing where to put your money. Balancing your work-life balance, even for that matter. And, you know, you're going to look at some of your past failures, you know, in this regard to figure out what you should really do to put things in order. Look at the past mistakes because there are lessons for you there. And people this week are just not going to be in a frame of mind to be much support to you. So I kind of think you're on your own, fire signs, this week. And if nothing else, you may have to lend some support to others. But ultimately, maybe because you do that, by week's end, everybody's getting along great. And it seems like there might be some material steps forward, some positive growth. So good luck with that, fire signs. Looking okay. Let's go to water now. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Let's see what's going on. What's flowing your way? All right. Okay. Whoa. Hey, water signs. Your focus for the week ahead is the High Priestess. The High Priestess upright. So, very, very nice card for you, I think. You know, intuition on target. Your gut feelings about things in financial affairs and business matters on target. You know, trust your gut. Trust your gut to guide you this week. And how best can you prepare for that focus? Wow. Well, how about focusing on the world? How about focusing on that which you want to achieve and accomplish? What is the ultimate goal? Where do you want to end this week at? Or where do you want, you know, have your eye on the prize, I always like to say when I see this card, particularly in this position. Are we just going to go through like all the major arcana for you, water signs? So what about people this week? Well, we've got the Tower reversed. The Tower is reversed. So people this week may cause a little problem and a little bit of consternation because, you know, especially if you're a a boss. You're going to be wondering why people are repeating the same cycles over and over again, and not learning. They just seem to be making the same mistakes. So try to be patient, try to be understanding, but also drive the point home that, people need to be better and learn, and finally learn what they need to do, absorb it. So that's, I think, again, kind of an indication, we're getting this a bit lately, that people are not going to be very reliable this week as far as your interests go. But guess what? You don't really care, because we got our first minor arcana card, and it's the Ace of Pentacles. Upright. Just the way you want to see that, baby. And so the Ace of Pentacles is indicating growth, something new financially. Maybe if some people have been wanting to start up a business venture, it looks like all systems go. Maybe some loans are coming through for you. Maybe the investments are paying off. Whatever it is, there's a golden pentacle like being handed to you. What more could you want? So good ending to the weak water signs. Let's have a look at this again. This is pretty powerful stuff here. You've got 3 major arcana out of 4 cards. And of course, starting off with the High Priestess, your intuition, your gut, trust your instincts, trust your instincts. I think they're going to lead you in the right direction this week. And as long as you keep your eye on the prize, your ultimate goal, you're going to be heading towards success. Just remember that other people seem to be stumbling around you. You might have to just rely on yourself, rely on your instincts, because others are having a little bit of difficulty this week. And try to be understanding if you can, and give them a hand. I think I said that with the last reading. It seems like it's a theme this week. And ultimately, you will gain. There's gain for you with the Ace of Pentacles. Something growthful, something new, or just, how should I say this? Just some increase coming your way. So congrats on that, water signs. Bravo. We're going to move on to Earth now. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. This is for you. All right. All right, the focus card for you in the week ahead. Well, now we've got the Tower upright. Holy moly, Earth signs. A little bit of a earthquake going on here. Oh, man. Okay, so the Tower just basically indicates that so be some awakening this week, kind of a wake-up call coming your way, in regards to your finances, how you're managing your money, how you're managing your investments, or your business. There's some wake-up call coming your way. So be ready for your world to be rocked a little bit, but this wake-up will definitely not be repeated, because you are going to learn some valuable things from here, and you'll never make those same mistakes again. Wow. Now, I know I mixed these cards up. If I get all the same cards, I'm going to be disappointed. But look what we have here. We have this one reversed. It's the Ace of Pentacles, which was in the water signs reading upright. And so was the Tower, for that matter. So the Ace of Pentacles is reversed. And it's basically indicating that the way you focus on this is, you've suffered. So you focus on what happened here, how this loss occurred. I think that basically how best you prepare for the focus is by looking at where you're at financially and why you're not where you want to be, and learning the lessons from that, what you need to take away from that. I'm really thinking that Tower maybe has to do more with money and finance than anything else, now that I'm seeing the Ace of Pentacles along with it. We'll revisit this when we do the recap. Okay, what about people this week? Will it be helpful or hurtful? Well, I think they might be trying to help you sort this out. There might be some downturn of some sort, and it's either financial advisors, investors, loan officers, or maybe, people meeting at work with you to determine what went wrong, and how to choose, a path forward. Okay, and finally, earth signs. Wow, well, this was in a different reading. Will there be forward or backward movement or no movement at all for you? And we've got the Seven of Swords upright. Well, I think the only way that there will be forward movement for you this week is if you keep your eyes wide open and you watch for signs of manipulation, duplicity, maybe in contracts that you're signing and stuff like that, taking care of watching what others might be doing. And conversely, this might also indicate that you yourself may have to take measures to protect yourself. Nobody's going to do it for you. You have to guard your own interests. And I think this card might be indicating that. Seems like a real kind of a strange mixed bag here for you earth signs, and I'm not too happy about it. So let's go over this again. Well, with the Tower upright, I think you're in for a great awakening this week. Perhaps you did not prepare yourself financially for some downturn, whether it's in business, maybe it's even in your personal life with maintenance of a furnace or something, and it blows and you don't have the finances to take care of it. Some great awakening happens this week, and I believe it's related to this Ace of Pentacles, that it's a financial thing. I think these two cards, I got to read them together here. It just seems to make sense that way. So I don't know if this is to best prepare for your focus, or it's really kind of a part of the focus, is that there's this downturn and it has to do with finances, and it's the lessons you take away and learn from this that's going to, help you going forward. I think others around you might want to help you in some way, try to sort everything out so that you can get back on track again, or everybody can get back on track again, if this is a business matter that you're all involved in. But ultimately, at week's end, I really feel it's kind of like an every man for themselves mentality here. You need to protect your interests in whatever way you have to. So make sure, that you are paying attention to all the finer points, if you're signing contracts, all the fine print. If you're being talked into, a loan or something, make sure you understand everything in the courses of actions you take this week, earth signs. Wish I had better news for you, but eyes wide open. All right. So I want to thank everybody for joining me today for the show, and remind everybody that on Fridays is Mr. O's Emotional Exchanges, and do catch that and keep up with what's going on in the emotional side of life. So until next time, take care and stay safe. See ya. Bye-bye.